Okay. Happy Friday and welcome to today's ab attack. For today's class, obviously you guys can see I've injured my ankle, so nothing too funky going on. Not like we can get too crazy with our core movements anyways. But for today's class, the way that it is structured, we have two different portions. Our first portions are going to be 3 circuits, each circuit with a pairing of exercises. So we'll do those 2 exercises for 2 rounds, 40 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. And then we're going to do 1 extra set where we combine the 2 moves into a ladder style interval, meaning we do that first move for 1 rep, second move for 1 rep, then you do the first move again, 2 reps, then 2 reps for the second, so on, seeing how high you can climb up that ladder in those 60 seconds. So that's how the structure will be for our 3 circuits. Then we get a little intermission or a little recovery before we move into our 4-minute EMOM. It's only 4 minutes, so nice and short. And then that will be it. We'll be done and we'll get into our stretching. So let me go ahead and show you what our first 2 moves will be. We're going to be laying on our back, focusing on our lower ab muscles. Laying on our back, again, hand options, you have 2. You can keep those hands under your hips, and then you're going to tuck in both those knees, extend it out, and then open those legs out wide. So then you bring it back in, knees to chest, extend the legs out, and open the legs. Again, always making sure you push that lower back into the ground or into your mat, keeping that nice and flat. If you want that advanced option, you can go ahead and put your hands over your chest. And even better, if you have a weight, you can hold that in your hands. Those are your 3 options for your hands. We're going to go, and then that's our first move. Then our second move, we just have our leg raises. So bringing our legs straight up and down. Again, same thing. Lower back should be nice and flat. So you're stopping either before your back begins to arch or before your legs touch the ground. Whichever comes first. Those are our 2 moves. Our first pair, again, it's 40 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. We are going to go ahead and get started. Everyone should be in position, laying on your back, hands either under the hips or extended over your chest, your choice. Either way, we're going to start with that knee tuck to the leg opening. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, tuck in those knees, bring it out, open those legs, just sticking with that first movement for these 40 seconds. Again, don't let that back arch. If you want to get up a notch, you're bringing those hands right over your chest. But again, still making sure those arms or that back does not arch. If it does, you bring it back down, modified, hands under the hips. Just have 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and relax. Now we move to that second exercise. Nice and simple leg raises, keeping those legs as straight as we can, bringing them straight up in the air. We go in 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those arms up. Or those legs up. But again, if you want to challenge yourself, you can have those arms extended over your chest, either holding or not holding a weight, depending if you have one. We're halfway there, and we're going to start back with those knee tucks. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's relax. Quick little recovery, 10 seconds, and then we come back to that first exercise, our knee tuck. If you didn't raise their hands up, maybe now you do with this set. Either way, we go in 2, 1, tuck in the knees. Bring it out. Separate those feet. Keeping those legs nice and straight, except for when you tuck in the knees. And always pulling that belly button in towards the spine. Keeping that lower back pressed against your floor or your mat. You have 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's relax. Keep those legs extended because we have our leg raise. We're picking it up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs up. Slowly bring it down. I want you to slowly drop those legs down, staying in control, making sure you're pushing that back into the ground the entire way down. Then you can pick those legs up nice and quick. We're halfway, and then we're gonna move into our ladder interval after this. 1 minute, where we start with 1 rep of each, then 2 reps, then 3 reps. Seeing how high we can go. We got 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's relax. 15 seconds, and we move into our minute ladder. So we're gonna do 1 rep of those knee tucks, 1 of the leg raises, then 2 and 2. So it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck it in. Extend it out. Separate those legs. Now we do a leg raise. Now we do 2 of those knee tucks. And then we do 2 of those leg raises. Just adding 1 rep after each round. We're already halfway there. How high can you get? Should really be feeling it in those lower ab muscles right about now. You got 10 seconds. Can you finish out whatever number you're on in the next 2, 1? Go ahead and relax. You got 30 seconds. So if you need some water, you need to catch your breath, this is the perfect time to do so. But make sure you pay attention to me because I'm going to demo our next 2 moves. We have a sit-up. So legs bent, feet flat. You're going to your options, either normal sit-up, hands across your chest, hands by your head, keeping that chin off your chest. You're bringing your back completely off the ground for that sit-up. Then our second exercise, we stay at the top. We got Russian twist. Heels down, toes up, keeping those elbows by our side as we twist that elbow behind our back. So those are 2 moves. And of course, if you have a weight or something to hold on to, you can. But first, we're going to start with that sit-up. So go ahead, have your legs bent, feet flat, lay it on down. And if you have a weight, you can also hold it by your chest or you can hold it over your chest. Either way, we are going in 3, 2, 1. Let's sit it on up. Keeping that back completely off the ground into that sit-up. Your hands are across your chest. You want to sit all the way up to those elbows. You can touch those knees. Single digits to 5 seconds, and we're going to stay seated. In 2, 1, go ahead, sit it on up. Here we have heels down. You're going to lift your toes off the ground, elbows by your side. We're going to twist side to side. In 4, 3, 2, 1, you twist. And if you want to, extra challenge for that balance in that core, we pick our feet off the ground, we let it hover, just making sure we do not cross those legs. Don't want to throw our hips off balance. Keep that back nice and straight. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Got 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's relax. We get to lay it onto our backs again, keeping those legs bent, You're gonna drop those toes onto the ground now. Cross those hands or bring them by your head. If you don't have a weight, we sit up in 2, 1. Let's sit it up. Ass off the ground. If you have a weight, you can either keep it tight to the chest or you can keep those arms extended while you hold the weight. Got 10 seconds. Keep it up. Then one final set for those Russian twists in 3, 2, 1. Let's sit it up. We're gonna pick those toes off the ground. Now just our heels down, keeping those legs bent. We're gonna twist in 4, 3, 2, 1, side to side. Bringing the elbow behind the back. As this is our last solo set, and then after this we move into that ladder interval. 1 minute as we add 1 rep each round. Three, 2, 1. Go ahead and relax. We're going to lay it on our back. Now we have our ladder. We're going to do 1 sit-up. You stay at the top, Russian twist. Bring it back down. 2 of each. 3 of each. You guys know the drill. We go in 3, 2, 1. 1 sit-up. The 1 Russian twist. Lay it down. 2 sit-ups. 2 Russian twists. And you can still pick those feet up after those sit-ups if you want that extra challenge for that Russian twist, and then bring it back down. Or if you want to stick with that ultimate balance and core challenge, you can even do that sit-up with your feet off the ground. We have just over 10 seconds. Keep it working, and we got 1 more circuit before we get that whole minute to recover in 3, 2, 1. Let's relax. Let's lay it back down on our back. You're gonna have a toe touch and then scissor kick. So that's our pairing. Keeping our legs in the air, hands by our head. And we're just going to sit up, making sure those shoulders come off the ground, bringing those hands as close to your feet as you can. Then that second exercise, keeping those legs up, you crisscross those legs back down, and you bring it up just like you did in that leg raise. You're starting with our toe touch in 3, 2, 1. Reach those hands up. And of course, you can hold that weight in your hands. Just making sure you're really trying to get those shoulder blades off the ground. Should really feel this particular exercise in our upper abdominal. And then those scissor kicks are going to hit the lower. 2, 1. Let's relax. We're going to keep those legs straight in the air, crisscross them on the way down, then pick them up just like you did in that leg raise. You're going in 3, 2, 1, crisscross it down. And just like with the leg raises and that knee tuck, if you'd like, you can hold those hands over your chest for a little bit more of a challenge. Just making sure, again, that back does not arch. Always the key to these ab exercises, especially when you're laying on your back, is having that pelvic tilt. We got just over 10 seconds, then we move back to those toe touches. 2, 1. Let's relax. Move back to our toe touches, so keeping the legs straight. We're going to keep them in the air. Arms up as we reach those hands to our feet. Let's pick the legs up. We go in 3, 2, 1. Toes, the hands to the toes. Lifting those shoulder blades as best you can off the ground. We're halfway there. Our last time doing this is just a solo set. 3, 2, 1. We get to relax. Just a quick 15 seconds to recover. Then we move back into our scissor kicks. Our final solo set, and then we have that minute ladder. Legs up. 3, 2, 1. Crisscross it all the way down as far as you can before that back arches. Then legs straight, feet together, pick the legs back up. We got just over 10 seconds. And then our final ladder set before we move on to that EMOM. We got 3, 2, 1. Let's relax. Quick 15 seconds. Now you guys know we've done 2 ladder styles. This is our third one. 1 rep of each, then 2. Starting with that toe touch, we go in 3, 2, 1. We do 1 toe touch. 1 scissor kick all the way down. Pick the legs up. 2 toe touches. 2 scissor kicks down. We're just about halfway through this set. You guys get 1 whole minute to recover after this. As I explain our EMOM, which again, as a refresher, every minute on the minute, we're gonna have 2 moves. You're gonna do those reps, and then whatever time you have remaining in that minute is your rest. You just have 5 more seconds. Finish it on out. 3, 2, 1. Let's relax. We're going to turn it over. For our EMOM, you're going to be in a plank position. So our 2 moves is going to be a plank hold. So we're all going to hold the plank for the same amount of time. And then after, when I say it's time to switch, our second move are going to be hip dips. So we're going to hold that plank in that elbow position just like so. We're going to do 20 seconds for the first minute. Then we're going to do 10 hip dips, bringing those hips side to side, stopping right before it touches the ground. So we're doing 10. That's 10 on each side, or just 10 total. So left, right, that equals 1 rep. We're going to hold for 20 seconds. Then when I say, we're going to do 10 of those hip dips. Go ahead, bring it into position. Hands down. Elbow should be right under your shoulders. Step it back. We go in 4, 3, 2, and we hold this plank for 20 seconds. If you need to, you can always scale it to the knees. Also, we're already halfway there. 10 seconds down, 10 to go, and then we move into 10 hip dips. In 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 hip dips. So 10 on each side or 20 total. And again, whatever time is remaining is your rest. So you want to move kind of quickly. And then when you're done, you can drop your knees gently to the ground, rest it out. We still have 20 seconds. For our second minute, we're going to hold our plank for 30 seconds, and we're gonna do 7 hip dips. So 7 on each, or 14 total. Go ahead, bring it down. 30 seconds starting in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that plank. 30-second plank. Then we move into 7 hip dips, or 14 total. You got 10 seconds down, 20 to go. And again, if you ever need to, take it to the knees, scale it down. If you feel that back arching or that butt coming up in the air. 7 hip dips in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side to side. 7 or 14 total. Then whatever time left, we still got 17 seconds, you get to rest. Keep it going. Got 13 seconds. Our third minute, we're gonna hold for 40 seconds now. We go in 3, 2, 1. Hold that plank. 40 seconds. This time we're only gonna do 4 hip dips. So 4 on each side, 8 total. Hold it out. We're already halfway through this plank hold. Stay strong. If you need to, you can always scale it down. Maybe one knee, maybe both knees, just depending on your fitness level. We got 10 seconds left. Then we do 4 hip dips, 8 total in 4, 3, 2, 1, side to side. Just 4. Then you get to relax. Woo! Our last set, no early breaks. We're gonna hold this plank for 50 seconds in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold this plank. 50 seconds. Then that remaining 10 seconds, we're gonna hip dip it all the way out. No reps, just however many you can get in 50 seconds. Stay strong. We got 20 more seconds. Then we hip dip it out. And again, if you need to, you can always drop it down halfway in between or whenever you start to fatigue. We got 10 seconds. Then we're hip dipping for the remainder. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Side to side. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and relax. Gently drop those knees to the ground. Grab some water if you need to. And then go ahead and meet me in our child pose position. Seated on our heels. Arms extended. Palms on the ground. Focusing on that breathing. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Bringing that chin to chest, really trying to open up that lower back. From here, let's go ahead, take a nice big inhale, and then exhale over to the left. Bringing that nose to that left knee, reaching that right arm as far as you can. Then let's go ahead, inhale it back to center. Slowly exhale and walk those hands over to the right. We have 3, 2, 1. Let's inhale, bring it back to center. From here, we're gonna come into our cobra. So we're gonna push our hips forward, extend those legs, slowly drop those thighs to the ground, keeping our arms extended. Take a nice big inhale with that slight tilt of the chin. feel that stretch out all throughout that abdominal region. And from here, let's just move with our breath. So as we exhale, we're gonna come back into that child's pose position. And then as we inhale, let's move it back forward to that cobra. We're gonna take 2 nice deep breaths here. So exhale, we move it back. Inhale, we bring it forward. Last time. Exhale, it back. Inhale, it forward. Holding this cobra. We're gonna go ahead. Exhale and bring it back into a quadruped position. So hands and knees, hands under the shoulders, knees under your hips. And we're gonna take a nice big step with that right foot, moving into that low lunge to stretch out that hip flexor. Make sure that right leg, knee and ankle are aligned. And make sure that knee is not being pushed out. Bring it nice and close to the body. Sink those hips as you feel it all through the front of that left thigh. And then once again, we're just gonna move with our breath. As we exhale, let's push the hips back, extend the legs, lift the toes to feel that in the back of that right hamstring. So moving with our breath, we inhale, we push the hips forward, bend that right leg, we're in our hip flexor stretch. Exhale, we push the hips back, extend the right leg, we're in our hamstring stretch. We got 2 more breaths here. Inhale it forward, exhale it back, nice and slow. Last time, we inhale, and then we're gonna exhale. Let's go ahead, push the hips back. From here, we're going to do our spinal twist. So left hand on the ground, we bring that right arm up to the sky. And from here, we're just gonna thread that needle 3 more times. So bring that arm under the left. Exhale it up to the sky. 2 more. We come down. We come up. Last one. Bring it down. Bring it up. From here, we're gonna bring that right arm behind us. And we are going to pick that left arm off the ground. We're gonna take our left elbow, place it on the outside of that right knee. Open up that left hand and make a fist with the right to hold it in there as we twist. Nice big twist, nice big spinal twist. You're pushing that elbow into that knee to give you a little bit more of that range of motion. We're just gonna hold it for 3, 2, 1. Let's extend both arms out. We're gonna come up to a nice tall kneel. And from here, we're gonna take our left arm and reach it overhead. So from a forward view, that left arm is coming over. Just like that stretch we would normally do when we're standing, but here we're just gonna do it in this kneeling lunge. You hold for another 3, 2, 1. Let's bring it back up. And from here, let's drop those hands back down to the ground. Step that right foot back, we switch sides. Left foot comes forward, we sink those hips. Make sure the knee and the ankle are aligned. And then we move with our breath. As we exhale, we're gonna push the hips back, extend the leg, come into that hamstring stretch. And then as we inhale, we bring it forward. Just moving with your own breath, whatever your pace is. We've got 2 more deep breaths. In, hip flexor. Out, hamstring stretch. Last time, bring it in, and bring it out. Let's go ahead, bring those hips forward, hands on the ground, keeping that right palm where it is, left palm comes up. And as we inhale, we bring it under that right arm. Exhale it up. 2 more times. Down, then up. Last one. Inhale it down. Exhale it up. Then from here, we draw that left arm behind us. We slowly pick that right arm off the ground. We take that right elbow, place it on the outside of that left knee. Our left hand, we make a fist. We put it in that right hand, and we push that elbow as we twist to turn over that left shoulder. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Bring those arms back out. Come up to that high kneel. And from here, we take that right arm, and we bring it overhead. Again, let me turn sideways so you guys can see that frontal view, just like so. Feeling that stretch all down, right side of your body. We're gonna hold for 3, 2, 1. Bring it back up. Hands come to the ground. We step that left foot back, and then we come into our downward dog, taking our knees off the ground. We're gonna pedal those heels out, stretching out your calves. Push those shoulders back. If it feels good, nod your head yes, shake your head no. And then from here, let's go ahead, walk our hands back to our feet, keeping those legs nice and straight, or just have one final hamstring stretch. Let's bring those hands behind the back, interlock those fingers, raise them on up, stretch out those shoulders as you fall deeper into this hamstring stretch. For a final 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands come down nice and slowly to the ground, or as far as you can reach them. From here, we're gonna end with nice, slow roll up vertebrae by vertebrae for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then finally, as always, 2 nice big inhales, arms by our side. We take a nice big inhale, we sweep our arms overhead. Then we exhale and we bring those arms down. One more time, inhale it up, hold it, and then slowly exhale those arms down. And that, my friends, is all I have for class today. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, have a great rest of your day. Hopefully your weekend can start now. And hopefully I'll see you all next week. Have a good one, Eric, Alex, and